Now, I'll be talking to Tony Jones about this later, but quite extraordinary scenes at the weekend at the races in Sydney. Gai Waterhouse and John Singleton head-to-head. John Singleton essentially suggesting that Gai Waterhouse had passed on inside information to her son Tom, the bookmaker, who had been telling people about it. John Singleton also said, I was going to put 100 grand on that horse. Tom Waterhouse said, well, I lost 300 grand on it. It's all pretty unseemly. I think on the line, the chair of the Stewards Racing in New South Wales, Ray Murrihy. Thank you for speaking with us.
Yeah, good morning, Mel.
Doesn't do the image of racing much good, whatever happens, does it?
Oh, look, I suppose any falling out of a relationship that has spanned some 40 years, but with the profile of the two people concerned, makes it a very public issue, doesn't it?
Well, it does. The allegation here really is conflict of interest, isn't it?
Well, that's true, but I suppose the courts of the land have recognised, and particularly in Mrs. Waterhouse's case, that she went to a Supreme Court and was entitled to be licensed in the circumstance she found herself at that time, and John Singleton and every owner in the stable would be aware she's got a husband who's a bookmaker and a son who's a bookmaker, and she conducts a very successful business as a horse trainer. So, there's full disclosure of that situation.
If what John Singleton alleged has happened, what's the breach of rules? What is broken?
If a trainer was to pass on inside information to a bookmaker, and particularly if that person was to act upon it, that certainly would offend the rules of racing and would be an integrity concern, and that's a matter that, Neil, we need to explore fully, and obviously I can't speak as to the evidence that has and may flow from the further hearing, but that matter needs to be fully tested.
Of course, and if it's found that way, though, is the bookmaker in breach or just the trainer?
The trainer could be in breach, and the bookmaker would be in breach too. So I'm not suggesting at all that that's the case, but some information is clearly in the public domain. What people do in interviews in the general media is information that can be passed from one person to another, but there's other information that might be regarded as being more privileged, and certainly there would be an issue with it being passed on to, albeit a son, in this case to a bookmaker.
I'm interested in the process. I'm not assuming guilt at all, but what sort of penalties are we talking about if such things are proven?
Neil, I'm not in a position to talk that there's even been an offence committed. We're in a investigation stage, and I wouldn't speculate on penalties.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Good now.
Ray Murrihy, the chairman of Stewards Racing, New South Wales.